with us today.
The fashionably late lesbians.
Did you guys forget about us?
I forgot about us.
We did not forget. We've steady been like, oh my God, people keep saying like, when are you guys dropping an episode? And we're like, please believe that is on the list of things to do.
Yeah, life's been busy. I feel like we got married in January, and since that happened, it's just been like thing after thing.
Oh, 100%. And like not fast forward, but like go back even a little bit to November, like the top surgery recovery, then proposal, then getting married, then just
including all of the other stuff that we have, like kids and holidays and travel and school.
And like honestly, I feel like selfishly have been enjoying not giving people updates.
Yeah.
Like I've just been enjoying life. And as much as I love to like make content, I feel like personally I've pulled back and I've just been trying to figure out, I love planning, and like I don't always want to just be like thinking about what's next. I want to learn how to be where my feet are planted and be in the moment and not be feeling the need to give an update or put a video out there.
Yeah, and like I've said in the past, I think even back to when we both grew our following on TikTok initially, it was because in real life we weren't fully satisfied. So we were finding ways to fill our time outside of real life.
Now we're so satisfied.
And so I think like content creators, you will notice that they do pull back on their ability to create content when they're fully satisfied within their real life situation, because you don't have to fill the voids because there's no voids to fill.
That's true.
So
that is true. I feel like we're in a cozy little space.
We are. I wish I could like pick this up and show you guys this area because it's one of my favorites of the house.
We call it the Tiger Den, and
it's where we do yoga
and plants. It's very like lesbian,
super lesbian.
It's like sapphic.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know. I feel like there are topics. We have topics for you guys. Holy shit, we have topics.
Yeah, I feel like we've talked about a lot of different topic opportunities, and there's always conversation to be had as a late in life lesbian. I feel like there's always something that comes up where you're like, let me dive into that a little further. So I guess today we're going to talk about a video that I recently made, which was kind of like, I don't know, the whole idea came from you and the conversation in which we had with someone out at
a recent travel excursion.
Yeah.
So I will just like share my bit that I shared with you, and then you just turn it into a whole thing on TikTok, and now everybody's like in the comments, and they are very rich comments. I highly recommend, like, I think we'll link the video in this because like I think you should see it.
Yeah.
Or read the comments at least. So we met some new people, and as you know, you meet a lot of straight people out in the world. And so this was with a straight woman, and we were talking a lot of things. And one of the conversation pieces was about just like intimacy within people. And her comment back to some things were, oh, well, right, that makes sense because lesbians only really have foreplay. And I did not have the time to really properly educate her in the moment. I just kind of was like, oh,
as
dear.
I said, bless your sweetheart.
Bless your sweet little straight heart. Foreplay. Wow, did that like just way over her head, because that's what then led you into making the video that you made.
Yep. So I was a part of that entire conversation until I wasn't. And I actually missed that comment that she said. And so Kirby had to kind of like retell that part of it. And when I heard that was her response, like my fucking jaw hit the floor. I was like, hold on, what? Because foreplay in and of itself pre-coming out was like so non-existent. So like bare minimum, anticlimactic, and for a straight woman to say that like lesbians only have that idea of what could be any kind of like fun experience as foreplay was very disappointing on so many deep levels for me.
Yeah, because like I honestly like PTSD. I don't like to go back and think about what life was like before coming out. Like I try to like just pick up and start fresh. But we're gonna like let's go back there for a minute because like it is it's a whole like it's not anything.
Okay, in my video, I described foreplay in a heterosexual relationship as basically like the very short amount of time in which typically the man in the relationship does what he's capable of doing to create some kind of interest or arousal from the woman to get them like somewhat excited to experience what might be like best case 10 minutes of like
No,
a
and
whole lot of nothing.
like I feel like some people can jump in and be like, "Well, not my man, not my man," and we're like, "Okay, sit down too," because like even then, like I'm sure, while like maybe not your man, and it lasts longer than 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, 30 seconds, like it's still like you said, like a finish line, like, and there is no finish line when it comes to lesbians.
And okay, let's just throw it out there that any stereotype, general mass population, etc., there's always going to be a lesser than population of a, well, not this person, not that person. There's always an exception. So fine, so be it. But I guarantee if you put 100 women in front of you and asked every single one of them, I'm going to throw the number out there that like 90% of them, 90 out of those 100 women would be like, yeah, 100%. That is what happens. Men two pump trumpet. And that's just like the general.
You went from like originally in your video you said 3 pump, now it's 2 pump.
Okay, well eventually it's gonna be like a single pump chump.
Half pump.
Half a pump, yeah. So don't get me wrong, obviously there's always the exceptions. However, I talk as like a general whole. And as a general whole, men have never given foreplay any kind of like grand entry, like, this is amazing. I'm going to get you so relaxed. I'm going to get you feeling so good. Then I'm going to please myself. What man have you ever met that's like, lay down and let me finesse you and rub you down and make you feel good? And
I'm sure, okay, because I want to be fair to the other side, right? I don't want to just say like, it's like, it is amazing. Like it is fucking amazing on this side. But I want to go back and say like, I'm sure in the very early, like getting to know each other, hookup phase, honeymoon phase, whatever you want to call it, I'm sure there are straight couples out there that have a little bit more than what we're describing is like the bare minimum. Like they're I'm sure there are people that are like, oh my God, like my man gave me a massage and does this and really takes his time and understands me. And there are people who are not same sex and very compatible still. So I'm not like discrediting, but I will say in most cases, men are selfish. Men are selfish and their intent is to hit that finish line. So
well, okay,
I would imagine like after a certain period of time, like maybe it's not what it used to be. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know, and I don't care to know. I have absolutely left that in the past. That's where it's going to stay. However, I will say in all of my experiences, whether it was a fresh relationship or not, any of the relationships that I have had, once that finish line is achieved, somebody somewhere come forward and tell me that they have a man that keeps going. Because once that finish line is achieved, like typically it's over.
Yeah.
Whether the woman has hit her finish line or not, it's over.
For sure. But like also like let's talk and like okay, like I just keep going back and forth playing devil's advocate. It's like, okay, we hear you.
Which is weird to me because
we hear you because like I'm like hearing like noise like in the background, like, no, but my man this and my man that. And like, okay, maybe a small percent. But how many women out there have to in some form like they're not truly fulfilled after foreplay and like hitting that finish line for him, and if they're not taken care of properly usually in the beginning because for whatever reason like man's out of steam, and like let me just tell you the stamina of a lesbian, holy shit, like you I'm talking like I used to be in plank challenges, okay? And like this is a whole new level of a fucking plank challenge of I don't care if my shoulder is numb and my wrist is shaking. There is not a fucking thing in this world that is going to stop me from being in whatever position and moment that I need to be in that is fulfilling my wife's needs. And I don't care how long that could be. It, you know, hours. It
Mm-hmm.
could. It could.
Typically
Or
is.
it could pick up, it could stop and pick up and you talked a little bit about that in your video. How it's little gestures.
Yeah, well that was kind of the entire point of my video, is that for me, like I don't really give a shit about what men are doing these days. However, like for me, foreplay again, it's disappointing to hear from a straight woman that she anticipates that lesbians only have that to work with. That part is the part that for me is like, oh, really? That's
Because
all you
that
think
goes
that we
back
have?
to how we've been trained to equate penetration. They think penetration, and if you don't have a penis or a piece in the lesbian world, like it doesn't equate like penetration to get to that finish line. And so they think of everything as just like, well, like foreplay is just like it's an appetizer, so extra is extra, and like foreplay can be the fucking main character.
100%. Yeah. So in my video, I did talk about how foreplay can be even non-physical touch moments between a couple, where it's like eye contact or tone in voice or even just like gestures and things like that. As long as you're toned into or tuned into your relationship enough that you can pick up on those things without having to hear them re-explained to you, I feel like it could be nonstop, and there's really no limit as to what kind of foreplay could happen.
Well, there's no limit and there's no expectation. Like when you remove expectations of like just I'm just thinking back like a lot of straight women will like mentally be like, "Oh fuck, it's been a minute since I've been with the old man," like and like have to like check that off their list to say, "Okay, we got through that." Like I'm good for a couple weeks or
Bought myself 10
bought
days.
myself some time, right? Until he asks again, but now I can kind of like keep him off, right? And when you remove the expectation of having that finish line and end goal with just like one main person having that high climax, I think it allows the space between the foreplay arousal point of being like fully intimate to climax. Like I really do think that it brings a sense of relief of like there's no pressure, there's no end game. It's just like you said, like full like passion, love, touching, feeling, emotional connection, emotional intelligence. There's so many things that go into it from being a woman and having, you know, obviously, like, I still have the brain of a woman. I think like a woman, right?
Thank God.
Oh, 100%.
Thank fucking God.
That is one thing I will claim and I will never give up. But yeah, so I think that when expectation goes away, it just allows for like think about it like this. What do you need to have a really good campfire?
Wood.
Think a little deeper than that, sweetie. We're not fucking putting the spotlight on wood right now.
Air.
Breathing room, right? You need to let it breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with us. Like giving it that room to breathe until it's to the point of like there's levels of foreplay.
Like
there's levels, like a ladder of like that you climb with foreplay.
Yeah. Well, and I think there's a slow climb even regardless of the levels. The continued,
slow burn.
Yeah, like a slow bake. Like I said, like it truly a slow bake of arousal. Speaking of like expectation though, one of the main comments that were left on the video that I've read recently has like over 200 likes on it, and basically the woman said something along the lines of 6 hours is way more than I would ever need, and like I would be bored basically if I had 6 hours of intimacy with my partner. And so that's the thing for me is that, like, okay, fine, I hear you. However, if let's just say like you're starting a brand new TV series, if it's a shitty series, you're probably going to turn it off after half of the first episode, right? Okay, tune in for 20 minutes, kind of don't like it, it's boring, turning it off. If you're so invested in it and enjoying every second of it and you want more and you just can't get enough, you're going to binge watch 6 hours of that fucking TV series.
And it's not going to feel like 6 hours. You're going to be like, holy shit, I lost track of time.
Into it, right. So you're not bored. You're invested. You're enjoying it. You want more. You want more. It's never enough. That's what it feels like. And I think that's the part that for straight people, they're like, oh God, 6 hours. Ew, how boring. And it's like, no.
And also, like, they're probably in their head, like, when it is happening in like the first 6 minutes, 10 minutes, they're thinking of like, oh fuck, I forgot to get creamer on the grocery list, or like that laundry needs to be changed. And they're like steady, like fucking like Chat GPT, like project management, like organization in their fucking mind, while homeboy is just fucking doing his thing.
Well, and I think that's another part of emotional intelligence that comes with a woman, that I think the doors open when a woman is with another woman and they can show that emotional intelligence in a sense of intimacy. And what I'm trying to get at is the time it takes to get your partner to a point of relaxation in which there is no longer a weight of work or deadlines or meetings or grocery lists, kids, you name it, right? All the things that women have stacked up on their shoulders that for a man, he doesn't care to get her out of that zone. He just cares to deal with what he needs to do.
He's just got to get it primed. He's got to get it primed to get to his destination.
Right. But for a woman, it's like
the journey. It's the journey, not the destination.
I want to please my person because I'm emotionally intelligent to see that it's not just me that has needs, it's them as well, or her as well. And so I'm going to do what I need to do in this moment to get my person that I love to a space in which they can fully enjoy this, so that then in return, I can fully enjoy this.
100%. And
you don't see that in straight couples, no matter what. Fight me.
I'm sure there are some people that are like, well, I'm a pleaser. But again, there's different types of pleasing. And what we're saying is like the pleasing on this side is more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's more exploratory versus intentional. While we're intentional with our love, the intention is not to have an endpoint. There is no intent to have an endpoint. It is fully like exploration of just so many beautiful things.
And like almost pushing the limits.
Yeah.
Like lesbians steadily push the limits. Maybe that's just
but I think because there's not a lot, I mean, I don't know, maybe there is, and I'm just not I'm not tuning into that side of it, but there's not a lot of representation, especially in movies and TV series. It is more for the male gaze, so it is geared towards that. And like, that's the piece you're missing. It's not clocking. I'm standing on business when I say this. It's not clocking because like you've been told that foreplay is only this, when it's so much fucking more. It is so much more. And so like when you see it on TV or a series or something and you're like, it's not okay, foreplay. No, baby girl, that is not foreplay. Like straight foreplay is so different than lesbian foreplay.
But I will say, devil's advocate, this is my moment of that, which is short-lived. You don't know the difference until you venture out and figure it out. Because but even before we were together, for me, I didn't know the extent of what foreplay could be.
No, but that's what made it so great, is because for us, it was our first lesbian true relationship. And so we were exploring and learning, and now we're teachers. No, I'm just kidding. But we're helping, right? We're teaching.
We're teachers.
Sure. We are trying to bring a healthy representation and visibility towards lesbian love, because it has always been sexualized and fetishized and all of the things and for male gaze. So sounded like I said male gaze, but I meant gaze. Gay.
What's the difference? I'm just kidding.
But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like after after we publish this episode, and like I'm so glad and happy to be back, and I hope we can like remain consistent with this because this is fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, I'm like sprawled out on our little couch with my legs propped up nicely on you.
Yeah.
I low key am going to send this to my aunt, who's been following you. Who has been following
Shout
along.
Out to Brenda.
My Aunt Brenda, who's been following along. Shout out to you, baby girl, because you're like, holy shit, I don't think I would ever want to be with another man after, like, you know, she's married to a man, but she's like currently like, I was there once where I was like, I will never, like, never be with another man because like, you know, you get to a point where you know, like without even like dipping your toes in the water, I think you just know that there is something that you haven't unlocked on the other side. And when you do, man, there are so many doors that open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. The other comment that I found interesting that I actually saved for a video response of my own was basically kind of calling me out and saying that I'm trying to remember exactly how they worded it, but basically trying to say that there's bisexual couples in which kind of break the mold of, okay, well, you're stereotyping lesbians versus straight people, and where is this like middle point? And it was kind of an interesting thought that I had where it was like, okay, but let's just say bisexuals still fall under the queer category, right? They still fall under the queer umbrella. So I guess that's like a whole nother angle in which you could look at where it's like, yeah, maybe if there were two bisexual people in the relationship, you do experience something like that. I'm curious to hear more people come forward and talk more about it because I also feel like a lot of straight couples don't really talk about that side of things very often. And like straight women don't admit how shitty their foreplay life is.
I feel like they do admit though, like you'll hear lots of women be like, oh my God, I was just tired, so I faked it to get it over with.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And I don't know, like that's never been a thing for us.
Yeah.
Thank God. But like, could you imagine if it was like if you're in that place where you're having to fake it, like step back, like really, like honestly, truly, like with all the love in my heart, step back and like look a little bit closer on that of like, why do you feel like you have to be performative and something different that's like, if somebody's not doing a great job, like why do you feel the need to make them feel like they're doing a great job?
Well, it's kind of an odd analogy to throw out there. To me, it makes sense of, let's just say you pick a career in which like you're not excelling, you're not enjoying it, you're not looking forward to it, you don't want to go to work everything about it, you're just kind of like, why am I doing what I'm doing? If you're feeling that same way within your relationship and you're not looking forward to intimacy and you're not running to your significant other to say hi to them after work all day, you are trying to rush through behind closed doors moments and things like that, why is that? And do you need a fucking career change?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that, you know, I think it's easy for people to give their all of their attention, all of their passion, all of their effort, all of their love, give their all in the very early beginning phase because it's new. It's your new favorite fucking toy, right? And you want it all the time. You want to play that game all the time. You want to have that little stuffy all the time. It's your new favorite thing. Favorite pair of jeans, whatever. But then over time, you're like, you get like, you know, they're not as exciting anymore. It's like, oh, I already know the ending to that. And I think it does get very repetitive in relationships. And that's what it's like. It's up to you guys to like, whatever your preference is, like to learn to maintain and, but like educate yourself and have the harder conversations. And if something's not great, like, find the hard, like the crucial conversation, like find the ways to bring it up or look inward towards yourself and say like, what is it that's keeping me from being like truly what I want to be? And like, do you have that? And if you do, great, like love that for you. Like,
yeah,
don't lose that. we work, when people say like about our relationship, like, oh my God, you're so lucky, you're so lucky. It has nothing to do with luck.
Mm-hmm.
It has to do with a lot of work and hard work and effort and prioritizing and making space and knowing how, like, what your partner's love language is.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't, that doesn't just like stay. It doesn't just stay, and it shouldn't. Like, you should grow and learn and evolve and um, just experience.
Yeah. And communication with your partner too. I mean,
Yeah,
if,
that's like number one. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if you're truly in love with someone and your sex life just sucks, then I guess talk it out and see if you can try to change it. And maybe if
But
enough.
like, what if you do truly love someone, but like closeted? Like, there are tons of people out there who truly love their partner, respect their partner, started a whole like life and future with one person, and like secretly they're just like, I don't want to break their heart, and there's nothing else wrong other than this one tiny little piece,
But
right?
it's not tiny.
It's not, and it will eat you alive. Trust you when I say this. It will eat you alive over time.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, we're both kind of victims to that, where we did love the people that we were with before we met each other in a different type of way. And I mean, I had known Jeff since I was 13 years old. He knew everything about me from inside out. And you loved Tommy in your own ways, but we were both clearly very fucking gay. And so, like, while it's not, while it sucks and while it's not ideal to sit the person that you do love in a very deep way down and say, hey, this isn't working, like, I will always go back to, that was fair, that was fair to them, and if I would have done anything outside of that, it would have made me an awful fucking person. Why string that person along? Why lie about it? Why give them false hope for something that, if I know deep down it's not going to work, what am I doing here?
Right.
If I love this person, like I say I do, then it's only fair to tell them how I feel, and how this is going to go moving forward.
And it's not easy.
It's not.
It's not easy. I remember way back before I even came out saying, like, I love you, but like, I'm not like physically attracted to men. I don't like dick. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not into that. And I can be performative and pretend and all of the things, but it's not really who I am. And I had to have those hard conversations, not just one time. It didn't land one time. It's like you test the waters and you're like, oh God, but it's a lot of hard conversations. If it's worth it, you work through it and you figure out where you land together. And if it's worth it for you to explore elsewhere, then you figure that out. And
some couples are able to make it work. I mean, we have friends even that are
married,
straight and married and still have their side hustle, and their husbands know about it, and it's all fucking hunky dory, and like, more power to you, sis. Like, do what it is that you need to do to make you happy. So I mean, while I'm very blunt about the things that I feel and prefer, I mean, it doesn't matter. To each their own. Like I said, I don't give a hell about what men are doing these days because it doesn't affect me. And if women are choosing men and that's how you want to do your thing, then like, more power to you. But there's definitely better out there.
Yeah, 100%. And like, I will agree with that. But like, I will also be humble and say that we were once on the other side, and we were once confused, and we were once questioning, and we were once trying to go through the fucking motions of pleasing a man and doing all of the things we were told and trained basically to do, from a young age to adult, married life, straight life. We were those people too. And so like, I feel like while it's not always fun to go back to that space, like, we were once with you too. And though I feel like the reason why it gets like like, your content is good is because it is relatable, and it does land, and it is real. And it's no different than me having to experience both sides of being straight presenting and no longer straight presenting, and how that affects me, and how you have to walk away from like the validation that you maybe once got when you were very femme presenting. And played the part for people to accept and like you more. And when you start to say like, no, this is who I am, I'm going to be myself, because at the end of the day, like, I just need to love myself and be my most truest authentic version, right? Like, that's hard to do too, because it's really easy to put on a mask and to put on a front and to say you are something.
Well, it's just like the people that you trust the most when they talk about something are the people that have been through that something, right?
Mhm.
Like, why would you trust anyone's advice if they've never been, like, a woman trying to give you mothering advice and she has no kids? Your first reaction is going to be, well, you don't even have kids. How would you know? Same thing. If I had never been straight, if I was a gold star lesbian trying to get on social media and say, this is my opinion, it would be like, okay, you've never been with a man.
Like, how do you know?
But as somebody that can like very bravely and confidently say, no, I've been on both sides of the fence at this point, and this is my experience and what I can bring to the table to teach you, I think it goes far.
Yeah, absolutely. Good topic. Really good topic. And, you know, it's always fun. It's always fun to have these little, whether you want to call it a debate or just a, you know, a light shining on a different version of a different take of what foreplay is to somebody, because, you know, it is very subjective.
Yeah,
You know?
I think it's just like
Whatever floats your boat. I mean, whatever tickles your fancy.
constructive conversation.
Yeah.
Educational moments.
Yep.
You know?
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, we hope to keep coming back and doing all of the things. But yeah.
That's a wrap.
Okay, you guys. Well, we love you, and until next time.
Until next time.
Meet.